Okay, so how did I trade Tesla? Let's see what we got. So in the video before, I showed you guys how to trade pre-market and after hours. And you were able to see on my screen here on the left side that I already had on my daily graph two lines. These two lines represent the next support areas, which I had on my daily graphs. First support was somewhere around 163.92, something like that, and around 155, this one around here. So 163.92. That's the one we're concentrating on, 163.91. That's what we're concentrating on. What happened here was in pre-market, as you could see, we fell on the 1 minute graph all the way up to down to 164.20. We didn't reach the 163.91. We just reached 164.12, I think it was. Okay. And right away, boom, stock jumped back up. That to me, with a few long wicks, indicates that there was a buyer somewhere around that area that wants to see the stock stay above the 163.90 for the moment. Stock jumps back up. Obviously, I don't have it. I waited 163.91. So I kind of missed it, right? But they kind of came 12, 20 cents below. Even though I should have had at least a quarter of my position, I didn't have anything because I wanted to watch it. It was pre-market. I don't like to take too many chances. Stock jumps back up, as you could see here, all the way up to 165.21, and then comes back down and starts to trade. Trade. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, falls all the way back down to 164.30 area, comes back up. That to me is the indication of I could get back in here. I want to buy this stock, and I'm going against a trend, so I'm going to buy half of my quantity, and I'm going to put a stop below that last print that they had, the 164.12. And then I'm going to see if it goes to 163.90, I'm going to reevaluate things, okay, to re-enter the position, but my stop will be below the low of 164.12. Okay, because this is this momentum. You go with the momentum, so you can't just say, okay, I'm just gonna wait to see if it breaks 163.90. Okay, you could do that also if you want, but for me, I like the momentum because I can jump in and out. I'm pretty quick because I've been doing this for years. Some people, it takes them a while until they figure things out. Stocks trading, and we start going up. Start going up. We're holding. I actually got out 2 minutes before the regular trading hour started because I knew something crazy was going to happen. Wasn't for me. Got out around 165, area, whatever it was here, 165, between 165.50, it seems like, went all the way up to 166.50. Soon as we open, we're falling back down to the 165 area, and we're jumping back up, right? We're going up. Now, in essence, this is some people buy triggers where stocks break resistance. I don't really do that. Stock jumped up, started going up. I'm missing it. Okay. It's going up. What happened was it was news. SpaceX was launched. It was launched right around here. That's what made the stock go up, by the way. Okay. I didn't buy that launch. I should have, but I didn't. But as soon as I heard on the news that SpaceX exploded and it wasn't, was a success, that it went up, that it took off, but it didn't reach, it exploded somewhere in orbit. It didn't do what it was supposed to do 100%. Just based on the news, I shorted the stock with a stop above the last high that they had. So last high was 169, seems like 70. I got in around somewhere around here, right? And right away the stock starts to fall based on news. So you could place a trade, whether it be on technical analysis, which is what I do most of the day, and you could base your trades based on fundamental analysis, which is based on news. So that was a great trade. It came right down. Stock came roaring down as soon as the news was out that SpaceX didn't make it. And let's see what's going to happen now. The trend is down, and there were a lot of downgrades on the stock. I think it was like 6 markets came out with downgrades on the stock. We're going to see what happens. So, you got to keep an eye on this. Stock is negative. That means people are looking to short the stock. The trend is down. And you got all these new hedge funds that are now holding these positions that have to figure out what they want to do with them. Are we holding Tesla? Are we going to get out of it, move on to something else? Keep an eye on this. That's also important. And the market, there wasn't a lot of volume yesterday in the market. We're at the highs, which is also an indication of something interesting. I'm going to show you one more move here, which was very interesting for me. You guys remember Riven, right? I told you when I trade the automobile industry, I look at the other stocks, right? For instance, I'll go right over here, right? And I got my autos. They're all set up already. Boom, every single one of my autos. I see what's going on. So Riven, I like to trade Riven. And Riven, when Tesla opened in the pre-market below, on a gap down, so Riven right away also started down. And there was a buyer. I saw a buyer buying. He bought about 100,000 shares at somewhere around 2023 and so on. And the stock was a buy on the open. Okay, and Tesla was going up, so I got some Riven. That's not what was my trade. My trade was right around here. You guys see me post Riven maybe a lot. I posted it a bunch of times in my videos, and you could probably see that the bottom on Riven was 1260, and that's where I waited for Ivan. Waited for it to get to 1260, and I whacked it. Took that trade. It was on the money. Why? Because that was the low for the stock. It was the low for the stock for the last month. See that? So as soon as we started gapping down below that and we came back up, that's the first resistance. Okay. It turns into a resistance. You got to remember that. Okay. So we're looking, the momentum should continue going down. That's what you're looking at. Hope you enjoyed this session.